How do you capture a lightning bolt in a bottle? More importantly, how do you tell the story of a man who was, for most of his life, more myth than human? Welcome to Frame Logic. Today we're looking at the most anticipated, debated, and high-stakes biopic of the decade, Michael. Directed by Antoine Fuqua, this isn't just a movie about a pop star. It's a multi-million-dollar attempt to reconcile the genius of an artist with the complexity of a legacy that still divides the world today. In this deep dive, we're going to break down why this film works as a cinematic achievement and where the logic of the storytelling starts to blur. From Jaafar Jackson's transformative performance to the technical choices that make this feel like a fever dream of the 1980s. This is the breakdown of Michael. Chapter 1. The DNA of a performance. The biggest gamble of this film was the casting. How do you find someone to play the most recognizable man on earth? The answer was found within the family tree. Jaafar Jackson. Jaafar is Michael's nephew, and in this film, he isn't just mimicking his uncle, he inhabits him. There is an uncanny valley quality to his performance that is almost eerie. It's in the way he holds his shoulders during the thriller-era scenes and the soft, guarded nature of his voice in the private moments. Critics have called it a surface retelling, but Frame Logic looks deeper. The brilliance here is in the physicality. Jaafar captures the superhero energy Michael had on stage, that explosive, gravity-defying power. But he contrasts it with a heartbreaking frailty offstage. It's a performance built on DNA. Notice the scene where he recreates the Motown 25 moonwalk. It's shot with a raw, handheld camera, making us feel the weight of that historical moment, rather than just seeing a carbon copy of a YouTube clip. This is where the film excels, making the legendary feel immediate and visceral. Chapter 2. The visual language of Fuqua. Antoine Fuqua got his start in music videos, and it shows. He approaches this film less like a traditional biography and more like a living archive. Visually, the film evolves with Michael. The early Jackson 5 scenes in Gary, Indiana are shot with a gritty, grainy texture. It feels grounded, heavy, and a bit claustrophobic. We see young Michael, played brilliantly by Giuliano Cruevaldi, looking out of rain-streaked windows at a world he isn't allowed to touch. But as Michael finds his solo voice with Off the Wall, the camera breaks free. The lighting shifts to vibrant golds and deep flares. Fuqua uses longer lenses to make the audience feel like they are traveling through time. When we reach the Beat It music video recreation, the film takes a fascinating turn. Fuqua highlights the logic of Michael's vision, hiring actual gang members to appear in the video to bridge the gap between street reality and pop fantasy. The frames are tight on the sparkling glove and the loafers, forcing us to focus on the precision that made Michael a global phenomenon. Chapter 3. The Shadow of Joseph. No review of this film is complete without discussing the de facto antagonist, Joseph Jackson, played with a simmering, wild-eyed menace by Coleman Domingo. The film doesn't shy away from the trauma. We see the grueling rehearsals, the belt, and the psychological pressure that forged the Jackson 5. The logic presented here is clear. Michael's perfectionism was a survival mechanism. Domingo's performance is terrifying because it isn't a caricature. He portrays Joseph as a man who viewed his children as products to be polished, and the film uses cold, sterile lighting in their family home to emphasize that lack of warmth. There is a pivotal scene where Michael finally fires his father as his manager. The camera stays entirely on Michael's face, catching every flicker of fear and newfound resolve. It's the emotional anchor of the movie, showing us the moment the product became a man. Chapter 4. The Technical Recreations. One of the most impressive feats of Michael is the production design. The film recreates iconic moments with staggering detail. We see the 1984 Pepsi commercial accident in a sequence that feels like a horror movie. the sparks, the slow-motion realization, and the subsequent transformation of Michael's physical appearance. The hair and makeup team deserves an Oscar for the way they handled Michael's vitiligo and plastic surgery. It is handled with a level of empathy that we haven't seen in the tabloids. The film shows us a man who felt his skin was a betrayer, and the visual effects subtly alter Jaafar's features as the timeline progresses from thriller to bad. It's a masterclass in transformative makeup that helps ground the film's more fantastical musical sequences. Chapter 5. The Elephant in the Room. Now we have to talk about the controversy. This film was produced with the cooperation of the Jackson estate, and that influence is visible in the logic of the script. The movie covers the rise, from Motown wunderkind to the peak of the Bad Tour. It concludes in 1988 with a frame that reads, "His story continues." This was a deliberate choice by the filmmakers to focus on Michael as the superhero of the stage. By ending the film before the 1993 allegations, the movie avoids the most difficult parts of Michael's life. Is it a sanitized version of history? Absolutely. It portrays Michael as a wide-eyed innocent who only wanted to heal the world. For some, this will feel like a missed opportunity for a deep psychological study. For others, it's a long overdue celebration of his artistic contributions. From a filmmaking perspective, this creates a first act feel. It's effectively the origin story of a legend, leaving the darker, more complex chapters for a rumored sequel. Chapter 6. The Verdict. Ultimately, Michael is a $155 million technical marvel that leaves us with more questions than answers. It is a greatest hits reel that hits every emotional beat with precision. The film's greatest strength is that it reminds us why the world stopped to watch him in the first place. It captures the electricity of the performance while gently shielding us from the lightning strike of the controversy. If you are looking for a gritty, warts and all expose, this isn't it. But if you want to understand the gravity of Michael Jackson's impact on the world, this film delivers a cinematic experience that is hard to ignore. But what did you think? Did Jaafar Jackson convince you? Was the endings to be continued vibe a cop-out or a smart move to keep the focus on the music? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I read every single one. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the logic of film, hit the subscribe button and join the Frame Logic community. I'm your narrator, and I'll see you in the next frame.